everyone, I hope you're well. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to try and not rush through this video. Basically, I'm on my lunch break filming right now, hence why I'm dressed like this. But I just thought, daylight, nice daylight, got a spare 10-15 minutes, been wanting to do this video for ages and haven't found the time to do it, so I thought I'll just do it now. But I have a tendency when I'm being time constrained to speak very, very fast, so I'm going to try and slow it down. But yeah, this video is basically just all about my mum body, my post-baby body, after my first baby, after my second baby, and how I feel about it. It's not how I lost the baby weight or how I plan to lose the baby weight. I might quickly speak at the end about what I'm thinking of doing with regards to how I feel about my body right now, but this isn't like a specific like baby weight video, because I'm like a year after Lachlan now, a year, and honestly, like, it's probably the worst I've ever felt about my body and the way I look since having kids, since even I thought it would hit me more first time round, because obviously first time round being pregnant and then having a baby, you're not really prepared for what your body's going to look like after. But I feel like it's hit me worse second time round, and there's obvious reasons for that, like your body never quite goes back to the way it was the first time round. But yeah, I thought I'd just have a quick chat about, especially with my past, about how I feel about it and what I'm doing to try and like stay in a positive mindset about the way I look when deep down I'm really unhappy about it. And it was more just so that this was out there, and if any other mums are feeling the same way or even slightly the same way, then just let them know they're not alone and it's completely normal. So after my first baby, so after Isla, I was actually very lucky in pregnancy to only put weight on really on my bump, nowhere else. Like everywhere else just kind of stayed the same, but my bump just got big, but I never got particularly big bump wise either. So I was very lucky. And with Isla, I exercised for ages and ages. I carried on running, I swam loads, basically up until I got put into hospital because I had a bad bleed to do with my placenta and everything, so I had to really like slow it down then. But up until then, I've been carrying on with loads of exercise and felt fine about the way I looked. And the weird thing is, being pregnant, I've never been so confident in my life. Like, I could wear what I wanted. I didn't think twice really about like what my like love handles or what my tummy is. My big thing that I don't like the most about myself is my stomach area and all that. I've just never been happy with it. Even when I was very ill and very anorexic, I still wasn't happy. So it's just ridiculous. It's more a mindset thing than an actual what it looks like thing. But yeah, I was so confident in pregnancy. I would never wear like bodycon, not like bodycon going out dresses, but you know, like tight midi dresses to work and things like that. I would have never done that if I wasn't pregnant. And when I was pregnant, I just loved it. Like I really did. And I'd wear vests with jeans and cardies and like things like that I just wouldn't dream of wearing not pregnant. Like even pre-kids, I would wear a vest with a slightly baggier vest or t-shirt over the top and then like a chunky cardi or whatever. But during pregnancy, I was just like, oh, and like proudly showing off my bump, and I was so happy. So I always knew, especially like the first time round after Isla, that I would possibly struggle when I went back to like normal body, like post-birth body. And yeah, I don't think anything prepares you for what your stomach feels like afterwards. Like I remember my mum saying that after me, because I was her first, you know, when you get like your sort of like womb and everything checked to make sure it's like contracting back to where it should be, and my mum was like, I genuinely thought the doctor's hand was gonna get like lost in my stomach. And I was like, ah, that's so funny. I like couldn't imagine it until I had Isla and I had that checkup, and I was like, oh yeah, I feel the same. There's literally no muscle tone, no nothing, and to get it back was quite hard. But after Isla, I went to the gym 4 times a week and really enjoyed it. Rob was around all the time because he was on a course here, so he wasn't going away to sea all the time, so I could go to the gym and it was fine because there was someone to look after my kids. And I actually revelled in it because I was in a new area and I didn't know that many people. I liked going out to the gym as like just a thing for me, like something to do by myself and feel better about myself. So I went to the gym loads after Isla, so I did kind of, I never got myself quite back to the way I wanted to be, but I got back to a place where I was okay and I was comfortable and it was fine, and I knew I might be having another baby sort of a couple of years after anyway. So yeah, it was like almost okay after Isla, like how my feelings and thoughts about the way I looked and everything like that. But after Lachlan, I've been really struggling. So like I said, he's a year now, so I'm a year post baby, and I've never felt so bad about the way I look. Like I knew that my body would never go back even to the way it was between Isla and Lachlan, because obviously like skin stretching can only stretch so far so many times without just thinking, nope, you know what, I'm out. So yeah, I just feel like my stomach when I'm standing up, and I also wanted to do this video because I get a lot of comments on social media saying about like how great I look or how tiny I look, and I'm not, like I'm not tiny. It's just dressing for your shape, and obviously standing up. Everybody looks much better standing up than sitting down or lying down. Like, I do this funny thing with Rob, whereas I'm lying on the bed and if I like lift my top up, I'm like, oh look how flat my stomach is, and he laughs, and I turn to the side and it just kind of all falls out and it's just like hanging there. It's awful. But I know it's to be expected. And then breastfeeding. So with Isla, I only breastfed her for under a week. So I never really got the whole your boobs changing after pregnancy. I was like, mine are fine. Mine are still like where they were before and whatever else, without going into too much graphic detail. But yeah, they were fine and I was happy with them. And then after Lachlan, because I breastfed him for a year, everyone was like, be prepared, they're gonna go tiny. But I was like, yes, because I love having small boobs. I've always loved having small boobs. I hate having big boobs, side detail. But yes, I was excited about that. And then after I stopped feeding him, they didn't like move, if you know what I mean. They didn't like do what I thought they were gonna do and like drop. They didn't. They're still in the same place, but I wasn't prepared for how like soft they are, and they've like changed shape. They've almost like lost from up here but are still the same underneath, so they just look really, really different. And they are smaller, so I'm happy about that, but I just wasn't prepared for everything being so soft. Everything, like just everything. I'm still kind of okay with like my bum and my legs. I've never really bothered about them. They've never bothered me. It's always been like my top half that really gets to me. So yeah, my legs and that, fair enough, like they're not quite what they were, and I'm just trying to show you where like my positive mindset's trying to kick in, because obviously I did a lot of therapy when I was younger, also with eating disorders, so I have had a lot of like training of my brain to be positive about body things, but I'm really, really struggling now. So this is me trying to be positive. I've never been so unconfident about the way I look. Like, I really struggle to dress for work. I really struggle to dress for the weekend. Even just like, I seem to always tend to wear the same like safe jeans and like a baggy jumper or something like that, just because I'm so unhappy with the way I look up top. And I think breastfeeding as well lulled me into a false sense of security, because I did burn so many calories and whatever else, and then when I stopped I really noticed a massive difference in my weight. And it's not as if I eat a lot anyway, so I really struggled after I stopped breastfeeding because I couldn't cut down any more of my food, because I'm only having 3 meals and maybe a snack or 2, and I didn't want to cut down because that's a dangerous route for me. But I was piling all this weight on and I was just like, I don't know what to do. And I was saying to Rob, I'm so miserable. And he's like, just go to the gym. And I'm like, but you're not around a lot of the time, so what do I do with the kids? I work long days. I like exercising in the morning. I don't have the capacity to go to the gym in the morning and get 2 kids ready to go out the door and get to work for 8. Lachlan is a terrible, terrible sleeper, so it's really hard to get up and do a HIIT session in the house when you've been up every hour of the night with him. And it sounds like excuses, but I was just saying to Rob, I was like, if I could go on my lunch break, if I could do it in the morning, then I am quite a gym motivated person. I do love exercising, going to the gym, but not having the time is a genuine excuse sometimes. And I have a lot of blog work and blog deadlines and things I have to do in the evening once the kids are in bed, and then I don't want to be at the gym while they're awake and I'm barely seeing them during the day anyway. And yeah, it's just this constant battle and constant struggle with my mind that I think is getting worse at the moment. I'm not in a good place with my body at all, and I'm trying so hard to fight it and trying to be positive and be like, for God's sake, Sarah, your body's made 2 beautiful babies, like get over it. But it is a hard thing to get over, and I think we do constantly get told, it's like 2 things. On one hand, we're like, oh my goodness, look at all these celebrities that snap back, look at all these people on Instagram that snap back. But then on the other hand, it's like, love your body, your body had kids, and there's no in between. Like, it's as if you can't be unhappy about the way you look because you have beautiful kids, and you can't be unhappy about the way you look and then not seem self-obsessed. It sounds really weird. It's just a really weird place to be, like the post-mum baby body world, without getting these conflicting messages. So I just thought I'd do this video and let you guys know how I was feeling about my body. And yeah, what I'm just gonna have to try and do is fit in exercise one way or another, cut down something, sort something out, because I can't really cut down food. I might start having like more soups instead of like sandwiches, or start, because I love salads, it's just the time factor again. So I maybe need to get better at having salads and things like that, rather than just quicker things like, I don't know, beans on toast and stuff like that. But I don't know. I think I'll update you again maybe in 6 months once I've tried a few things, like trying to fit exercise in, and let you know how I get on with that. And let me know if you have any like fun apps or programs you use or do, or anything like that, because I need help. I did do the Joe Wicks body coach workouts and some of his meals with Robert before I had Lachlan, and that worked really well. So I think I might try that again. Not like his full-blown program, we just watched his YouTube videos, did his hits, and then like did some of the meals. So maybe I'll try that, but I'll let you know. I will let you know. I wanted to kind of do this video because I do want to do a lot more about like body issues and things like that, because just of my past and how there wasn't this kind of thing when I was in a really bad frame of mind with eating and food and stuff. And I do want to help other people, and I do feel once you're a mum, you're almost like expected to, yeah, either snap back or give up on the way you look, and there's no, just, I don't know, I just don't hear a lot of conversation about not being happy without then feeling guilty about it, if you know what I mean. So that's why I thought I'd do this. And this got a bit rambly, and I'm sorry. I tried to keep it sort of short and sweet, and I thought I wasn't going to say as much as I did, but sometimes when I talk about something like this that I'm a bit, I don't know, passionate's the wrong word about, I just go, oh, and it just keeps coming and coming. So sorry about that. But anyway, I'm done now. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you very much if you did get to the end of this video. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because I try and do stuff like this. We do vlogs, we do all sorts of stuff. So stick around if you wanna. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.